Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I am ready for my wig to go flying.
Hi, kids.
Hello.
It's post-Pride. Thank God. Caitlin, did you survive?
I did one thing for Pride. My Pride was just being at work, so that was for me.
I couldn't feel my feet for 3 days, so it's
Did you do anything?
Did I? Yes, but
I don't know. I don't know your life anymore. You're too busy.
I had a brunch gig. And then I walked to nightgowns and heels like a crazy person.
So did I.
And
I regret it.
Yeah, I regretted it too. But then I got some acupuncture. I had a nice
that's good.
self-care moment the week after, and now we're fully in July.
Yeah.
In July. But enough about our little lives. What are we doing today? Who are we talking to?
Well, should we introduce who we are?
Oh yeah, we haven't even done that. Wow. I'm Martyr.
I'm C.Tepper.
And this is
Wigging
out.
Okay, now we can introduce our guest.
Yeah, wow.
So just in time for summer, all the way from Hawaii, but moved to Seattle. So we're going to be talking about all of that. It's CaraMel, Flava. Woo!
Aloha, guys. What's
Aloha!
up?
It's perfect for summer.
It is. It really is.
Oh
it's actually really nice weather here.
Is it? I'm surprised.
Well, right now we had a heat wave last week, and that was insane. I was like, I moved from Hawaii for this.
I know. I was gonna say it was like one of the worst heat waves ever in like the Pacific Northwest.
Oh yeah, exactly. You guys heard about it then.
Oh yeah, it was all over the news.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we're in a heat wave constantly right now, so it's like not that weird for us. But I know over there it was really bad.
Yeah.
It's better now, though.
Like,
that's for sure.
It was like, I just kept hearing that they kept breaking records. Like every day was a hotter day than the last.
I think
like especially in Seattle and stuff.
Yeah, well, I know everything in Canada was just like falling apart in a huge mess.
Yeah, I think I heard it went up to 112. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard 113 or 114. So I don't know, but
yeah, that sounds about right.
Hot.
That's what it feels like in New York right now.
Ew.
Yep. My AC
it's so hot
right now.
It's so hot.
It's gross.
No, thank you.
And
but enough about us. So the first question that I've been asking everyone for the past like year and a half is, how's your pandemic been?
Oh my gosh, pandemic has given me time to definitely take a mental break, take a physical break, because you know I'm a dancing stunt queen, and just kind of like reorganize, just reevaluate my life and where I wanted to go with my careers. I also do hair, by the way.
Ooh.
But now that I moved here, I am just doing drag full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Trying something different. Thank you. Yeah. I obviously made a huge move from my home. You know, home will always be home, but pandemic definitely gave me a different outlook, like a different mindset that I wanted to just take a chance. You know, I'm at a good place in life, and why not do it while I'm still young?
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably ask a little bit later more about that, but
sure.
We'll get into that a little later. But where are you from originally? We mentioned it earlier.
Okay. Yeah. I am originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, which is on the island of Oahu, for those who don't know. I'm pretty much born and raised there. An island girl, island boy, whatever. So funny thing is that I've gone to the beach mostly all my life. So now that I'm an adult, I'm like, beach, nah, okay. But I need shade because I don't want to get like 7 shades darker like I used to.
Oh.
You just gotta change. You're gonna have to change the foundation. And it's just like this whole thing.
I never even thought of that.
Too much work. Yeah, it's too much work. Oh, I know girls that fully have like summer foundation because they know they go to the beach too much. So
that's so funny.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I have it too. I know like when I get dark, I'm like, okay, well now I'm 2 shades darker. which is fine.
I mean, I feel like for your face, you could always keep it lighter. I feel like that's
True.
normal for drag.
Yeah.
No one really
Then you-
questions it.
Then you have to change your nylons if you're wearing just like, the typical dancing outfits, or you
Oh,
wear a full jumpsuit, which is fine.
yeah. We would know all about jumpsuit moments.
Right? Yes. Yeah. I love it there, but it was just time for me to move on and just try something new. And I can always go home if I want to, but I love it here so much, you guys. I can't explain. Yeah.
How did you end up in Seattle? I'm just gonna ask it now because I'm.
Oh, yeah. I ask myself that all the time, but no, I just feel like it's a typical place where not everyone would move to, but it's still like I love nature, so I fell in love with the greenery here, like the scene, the beautiful scenic areas, the lake. Kind of does remind me of home, just not a very tropical setting.
Nope.
I do have one of my best friends living here, so that's pretty
good.
easy for me to transition, a little piece of home, my family. And I actually do have some friends that live here that I didn't even know. I know I'm a bad friend, but
it happens.
yeah, I mean, it's okay. I get to know everyone slowly, start fresh, start new, and so far so good. Like, I love it.
That's amazing. So, what was life like growing up in Hawaii?
Oh gosh, I grew up in a typical Filipino household. The kids played outside. I'm in that generation where we went outside to play. We didn't have the electronics. We didn't have all that. I played with rocks. I would throw it. We'll play with sand. Build castles, all that kind of good stuff. And then I actually didn't come out till after high school. And then I didn't really dive into the gay community, the gay scene until a little bit after 21, really. And then I discovered drag queens and I'm like, who are these beautiful creatures? Like, what are they? Who are they? I need to meet them. And I kind of just fell in love with the artistry of it all, the fact that they have so much freedom and confidence in themselves to just express who they are on the inside. I feel like that's what drag is, really. Everyone's unique in their own way, and they will express it however they want to. And it's beautiful, it's beautiful. It's art. It's who you are. And I think, I don't know, I just fell in love with it. And plus I have dancing background now. So I just combined it all.
Yeah, no, it's always important to have to bring something new to drag. If everyone has their hobbies, and I always like when it crosses over into drag. When did you start dancing?
So I started dancing when I met my now ex-boyfriend. We're still really good friends, by the way. Love him to death. Yeah, he was a dance instructor actually. So I was like, perfect. I always wanted to learn how to dance hip hop, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't fully trained, but I think I pretty much caught on. I did pretty good choreography, or kept up with the younger ones.
Dancing's hard to learn at a later age, so
totally, yeah. When you're more fluid, I think I go with the lyrics of the song too. So not everything has to be hard hitting choreography, but it does help. It definitely helps.
100
with your performance. So yeah, I just put that in my back pocket and I just went with it.
Yeah. So I know when you left high school, you attended automotive school. Sorry, ignore me. Well,
yes,
how did that happen?
Oh my god!
What were you gonna do? Become a mechanic?
I was, honestly.
You were a mechanic?
Whoa. No.
Okay, well, you wanted to be.
I wanted to be. First of all, it was the opportunity to leave home, because not everyone wants to leave home. I was just one of those outgoing people that's you know what? Yeah, let me try live somewhere else. And I did it. I graduated, but I knew that obviously was not the career for me. As much as I'm a very hands-on person, I didn't want to be dirty. So I was so to make mama happy, I had to graduate and then come home and be yeah, I'm not doing this career.
How many years was that?
It was actually really fast. It was a year and a half accelerated program.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. You get like a giant toolbox at the very end of your graduation, which I sold to my friend because I was like, what am I gonna do with a giant toolbox? I'm not gonna use it.
Incorporate it into your drag. You should do drag
I
numbers
mean,
about fixing
now that I
cars.
know, shoot, I wish I had it. That would have been the perfect makeup case.
Oh,
Perfect makeup case.
that's so smart.
Oh, T.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You lay out your brushes, your foundation, your eyeshadows, and then on the bottom, all your hair tools, whatever. Ugh, regret. No. Okay.
So how did you find drag?
I found drag at a nightclub. Again, I felt like I was a little bit of a late bloomer. So when I first saw these just glamorous glamazons just walking about in the nightclub, I'm just like so like, I don't know. I was just so intrigued with the different like looks. And then I was told there was a show happening at midnight. And so of course I would stay for it. And my mind was blown from that day on. And I, in a sense, I praised them for a bit because I was just like, wow, this is like the next level kind of stuff that I want to do. Yeah.
You decided that night, you're like, this is what I want to do?
Kinda. I think that's where the spark happened. I have to be honest with myself. That's where the spark happened. I was like, these ladies are so amazing. I mean, they were all local girls. And I was just like fangirling. And I was like, I want to be like them, you know?
And now you are.
And now I am. I joined the sisterhood.
Yeah.
Of the traveling wigs.
I was gonna say the traveling.
No, seriously though.
The traveling tights, honestly.
Oh no, don't share that. How did you decide on your drag name?
Oh, super simple. My name's Mel.
Oh.
Yes, and it's short for my government name, which we won't talk about. But
okay.
I just figured CaraMel because I was sassy. I was also sweet. You know, it's just something that goes well with everything.
That's so true, though. You're right.
And that's me.
Well, I always wonder why the M was capitalized in your name. So this makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. I always get like, is your name Caramel? It's like, no, it's
no.
3 syllables, CaraMel.
It just depends where you live in the US. That's
I guess so.
That's how they'll pronounce it.
No, but you know, it's funny. They do ask me that here before they announced me. There's like, is it caramel or caramel? CaraMel, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I only say caramel.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's why I added the last name Flava because it just made sense.
Yeah. Also, it'd be hard to just be CaraMel because if people looked you up, I feel like they wouldn't find you.
Yeah, I think there's like another queen that's pronounced caramel but spelled differently. So yeah, Flava had to be added in.
It just like makes it easier for people to find you. Which people should follow you on your Instagram because, as I said earlier, you are one of the most beautiful queens I've interviewed. So you can grace people's feeds with your beauty.
Well, it's I guess it's my job to just share that inspiration, like how others have shared it with me. So that's really what it is.
And you're
inspired.
Oh, 100%. And your Insta is always like really nice. I feel like a lot of people don't really take care of their like social media, but I feel like you've always been on top of your social media.
I mean, I feel like I kind of have to, you know what I mean? Like, of course, like with the years changing, things change. People's posts are a little bit different. So you just have to switch it up a bit just to stay like updated, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, the algorithm keeps changing. I finally put a video of myself on my Instagram. I've never done that before.
Oh my goodness.
And of course I did so much better because Instagram apparently wants to go all video now because of TikTok.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Annoying.
I mean, I kind of did that too. If you guys looked at my videos.
Yeah, I mean, we all have to do it. We all got to evolve. So how would you describe your drag style for someone who's never seen you before?
My drag style is very classy, put together. I am also like very sassy, but it's comes with my personality. I don't take things too seriously. I like to have fun in the moment and make sure that people know like I'm having a good time. So I want you to have a good time, even by looking at me.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so like the aesthetic is such a forefront for everything that I do. I like to smile. It's a natural thing that I do. So I hope that people look at me and not think that I'm a bitch because I'm painted like, a bitch, but I'm not. I have to smile.
What type of dancing do you do when you perform?
Oh, I try to think of old choreography or I just kind of make it up in the moment. Sometimes I love to feed off people's energies. So if they're sitting a certain way or they're holding their hand out to hand me $1 or 20 and I give them a little bit extra. So it's like a finesse of that moment, that one-on-one eye contact. And then with the whole crowd looking, I can do flips if I want to, or cartwheels, which always gets the children gagging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get
I
them
gotta
coins.
be better about that. I have hurt myself a few times, but
oh no, you gotta be really careful.
Oh, poor babe.
yeah, but no one will ever know because that's what us performers do. We
She's
put
a
our
performer.
bodies through torture.
That's right. No one appreciates it.
No one
And then we disappear
appreciates
for a
it.
few days.
Yeah, that's true. Bob the drag queen used to
exactly.
talk about like how
Exactly.
he's like he can't do like splits anymore because he's like dislocated knees and stuff. Like
Oh,
you gotta be
shit.
really careful.
Oh, totally. I am overdue for a full body massage.
Well, that's an easy fix.
Do it.
And
I'm
thanks
sure
to
those
everyone.
exist there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who tipped me. I can now afford it.
We love to hear it.
Yes.
It's an investment. That's what it really is.
You're right. Before we close out our first section, in 2015, you entered your first drag pageant. What happened?
Oh my gosh, that moment changed my life. Can I just like backtrack a little?
Yeah, totally.
How I started doing pageantry?
Yeah.
So I just came from Maui and we rushed straight to this pageant that same day and went to go support one of my friends who was entering. His drag name is Uvalamina. He doesn't really do drag as much, which I wish he does. And so basically it's a 3-crown pageant. One is called Closet Queen, which is when you enter as a male and then you have X amount of time to transform into a female at the very end of the whole entire pageant. The second crown is Queen of Queens, which is like obviously the most queen of all queens kind of like way of doing it. And then there's Golden Goddess, which is for the much more like older queens that have like been in the scene for a long time, but they still want to do pageantry and they're still amazing and gorgeous. Like it's a whole show, performance, production, if you call it. And my friend entered and he won. And I was beside myself. I was like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And it was that moment that reminded me of that spark that I got. I was like, oh my God, this is my time. This is my moment to try. And so 2015, I entered that pageant, did the damn thing, and I won. I was so surprised. I definitely cried because, when you really want something and you work hard to get it and you get it, you just be grateful for everything. And I was so happy.
Yeah, that's incredible to win your first time entering. That's so rare. It's just so rare.
Pageant takes a lot of work, and I wouldn't say pageantry is a thing for me. Would I do it again? Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of like liking what I'm doing now. So who knows? Who knows what the future might hold?
It's also usually very expensive depending on the pageant.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
I don't know if that one was more like expensive, but it could be very expensive.
I think it was expensive for me, but there are other pageants that cost way more, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. You already won. You don't need to enter anymore.
I really won. At least
Exactly.
I won one title.
Yeah. You only need one crown.
She's got a title. She's got a title. She's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Just run with it forever.
Yeah. That wasn't actually that was my first pageant, and I did a second one that I won, or I got first runner-up, which is still a great title to have.
That's, I mean, second, you know.
Yeah, I went to Continental in Chicago. So,
oh.
Yeah,
wow.
I represented the first alternate, and then alongside my show sister Shalani Dante, who was our Aloha State Continental at the time. I think it was 2017, so 2 years later. And it was such a great experience. Again, I was like, I gotta take this opportunity. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest pageants.
It is. And I got to meet all kinds of different, queens from the nation. Like, just to see all the different varieties of drag and what they offered and get re-inspired, which I did. And I think that helped finesse more of my drag when coming back home and then doing my thing here. Oh, there. I said here like I'm in Hawaii. Oh.
No one knows. We're on the radio. Who won that year, Continental?
That year, oh my god, this is so bad. I forgot.
It's okay. We don't need to know.
I know the one before us was Giselle Barbie Royale. I think that year she was a Latina queen. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. See, I haven't been in the pageantry world.
Yeah,
so
I know. Don't worry about it.
I know I'm gonna get
Chantel DeMarco.
Yes, that's her. She's like Chantel DeMarco. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful girl. Well deserved.
Yeah. I'm so fascinated by Continental. It's a lot of work.
A lot of stress, believe me.
I can imagine. I want to just go 1 year just to see the chaos. But I know it's beautiful. I know it's beautiful, but it's also probably extremely long. I know pageants run very long.
Oh, that was like probably the fastest I ever had to change. Like you walk downstairs, 2 minutes. Okay, contestants, you got to go back up. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Really? I'm sewing my stuff together. I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
What did you do for your talent?
I did choreography, dance. Yeah. I brought 2 of my friends up with me. One of them, or actually both of them, helped choreograph my number. So for the prelim, I did win talent division. So it kind of helped give me a confidence boost to actually just showcase what I won. It was my time to shine a little bit. Even as first alternate, it was such an honor to do it anyway on that big stage that a lot of legendary queens who have been on that continental stage have done, and that was enough for me, I think.
I mean, that's to like win even just that portion is crazy.
I know. Yeah. I know I didn't really like further after that, but I can say that I did have a standing ovation, which definitely touched me. Like, it was nice. At least I put myself out there and I did my best.
Yeah. As long as you do it for yourself, I think that's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Still do.
That's right. That's right.
And on that happy note, I think we should take a little break.
We could take a break.
And we'll be right back talking about some more performing and Hawaii love.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, kids.
Wait, did you just say wig?
Bye.
Wig, okay.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I am ready for my wig to go flying.
And we're back.
We're back.
Ooh. I think I fixed some technical issues, so
We've, as usual,
hopefully
had lots of tech issues.
Yeah, hopefully I sound a little better.
It was better when it was quiet.
I know. Wow. Anyways, let's continue our interview.
Yeah.
And I won't bitch out Caitlin.
You can ask the next question. I'll let you have one question.
Sure. Okay. So we have intel. Caitlin has intel that she's given to me that in 2016 you started performing and you started hosting your own show.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us about that experience and how that came to be?
Yes. So shortly after I won the pageant, I got the opportunity to first go dance as a drag queen at Scarlet Honolulu when they first opened up. And then a year later, they started incorporating more shows. And eventually I got to host my own variety show for a little bit. And some drama went down and I stopped working with them. So I took it as like, okay, you know, things happen for a reason. Yeah, it was sad for me, but at the same time, I kept this positive just outlook on life, and I was given opportunities afterwards that I didn't see coming. Mm-hmm. So I hosted my first ever drag brunch show. It's called Wang Chung's. It's all the way in Waikiki. So if anyone who's ever been to Hawaii, Waikiki is like another hotspot to be. And Wang Chung's is like the #1 karaoke place that everyone likes to go to. Mm-hmm. So my drag brunch was the very first, and well, it was still going up until pandemic. Damn it. But that was my baby. And I was so proud, you know, after the drama had happened, and, you know, I just let the dust settle, just let bygones be like bygones. I still went and supported the business because a lot of my friends still work there. Mm-hmm. You know, you just don't have, you can't keep all that like negativity, and you can't harbor any of that. It was business, I guess. So I let that happen and I started hosting. And then I got into a different show, which was like a cast that was exclusively at Hula's Bar in Leistan, same location in Waikiki, a different building. And that is pretty much like my 2 shows that I was doing. And then from there, I got more opportunities to do another show, a variety show. Mm-hmm. And then, oh gosh, it's called the Transformation Station show, which happens on Thursday because we're trying to, you know, bring in business. Mm-hmm. So that was a fun one I love to do. So I hosted pretty much 3 shows after the casting show kind of just fizzled out a little bit. It was fun while it lasted though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a lot of things just kind of happened since 2016. But me being just that positive mindset person, I just went on and I still wanted to do what I wanted to do, love what I do, you know, share the love. Yeah.
What kind of acts would you get for the variety show?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So like when you had the variety show, like what type of like performances were happening?
Oh yeah, I would get just different queens that I felt with my shows being the other choices besides Scarlet. Yeah. Of course, I would book the other girls, so those who were not performing at Scarlet, you know, on weeknights, that they can come and perform at my show. So yeah, so I just looked at it as that kind of opportunity, giving back to the community, using my platform to help others, you know, like perform, because I know I see it in everyone's eyes. That's what they love to do. So why not like do that for them? And this way I can still do what I love to do at the same time.
How would you like describe the drag scene in Hawaii?
Oh, we have a variety of queens. Like, I think definitely Drag Race has influenced some of the baby queens. Well, I would say the younger generation of queens, but yet they still are coming into their own style, which is nice. The queens before me that have been in the scene, of course, they are still killing it, still beautiful as ever. You know, you know, it's like fine wine. A lot of my show sisters age beautifully, and you know, they're still amazing, and I still love watching them perform. Even from here, I just try to go on social media and look at all their stories, and I was like, I kind of do miss it, but yeah, I know everyone's just doing amazing, and I'm so happy for Hawaii opening up I think the tier 5, so the bars can open or the clubs can open.
Yeah. I know there was like, I know because it's more isolated over there that like there was things with COVID.
Yeah,
something.
they're at, I think they're around the 50% capacity thing, like around
Okay.
there now.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
still have
That's
a
good.
long way to go, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Everything's on the up and up. Everyone's getting
Yeah.
vaccinated. We're good.
yeah, slowly
Night-
but surely.
Nightlife's returning. Nature
Yeah.
is healing.
Yes.
Drag queens are
It
in
sure
pain.
is.
If someone were to go to Hawaii, what shows would you tell them to go see?
Right now, the only shows
Is there nothing
I see-
happening? Yeah.
There's only Scarlet. I feel
Okay.
like because they just opened up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those who visit the Big Island, which is the island of Hawaii, not just the state, but
Yeah.
they have been doing shows actually at my bar in Kona. And I was just like, how come they get to do it and we don't? You know, so like I was so confused with why different counties, allow certain things, but I get it. Oahu was more exposed, more touristy, so we have the higher rates for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, so they just trying to keep it controlled, which I think they did a really good job. So good for them, but sad for the performers who still haven't gotten to perform yet. But
Yeah.
I think it'll go back. I mean, right now, at least here, we got up to 70% vaccination. So New York is actually like right back to where it was.
Yeah.
good.
Nothing's changed.
So I'm sure it'll get that way too.
Right now, so all I can say for that question is Scarlet. It's a place to be, but they're selling tickets and they're only allowing 50% right now. So those who are visiting should definitely go buy your tickets if you want to go see a drag show and support my sisters back home.
Yes.
Yes.
So when did you decide to go to Seattle?
When did I decide?
Yeah. Like mid-pandemic?
Towards the ending. Well, we're still in pandemic, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
in
say
New York, it doesn't feel like it is anymore because things are kind of back to normal. But yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Seattle just opened up, so we are kind of back.
Okay. Yeah.
But if I'm speaking for Hawaii, I would just say I totally forgot the question again.
No, so like when did you decide to go to Seattle?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I decided to go to Seattle. I would say late October, November. Just went, last year. I was like, I need something different for my life. I was thinking ahead, like it wasn't even 2021 yet. And when things are unsure, you're just like, I'm an overthinker. So I like to think on different scenarios of how my life could play out, what steps I need to take right now, what do I need to do to prepare myself for anything that could be worse or better. And I think during that time, I was better financially. I mean, unemployment wasn't obviously the best money to get, but I was just grateful again to just have something.
Yeah.
My bills were paid off. I saved some money because I wasn't investing in drag. And I just knew that I need to at least see Seattle. So I booked my plane ticket to come to Seattle shortly after my birthday in February. And I just fell in love with the vibe, the energy I got. Only some bars were open and we were only going to 5 to a table, but still just being there, walking around, like I felt the potential for growth. I felt that my friends who already lived here were saying, oh, things are slowly opening up. So it gave me hope, like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. So going back home, I kind of knew already. I made a decision. I'm moving. I have time to plan it out. And so I packed up my bags, and the next few months I got vaccinated first. So that was
smart.
really great.
That was smart.
That actually happened perfect timing. And I moved up here by May, beginning of May, actually.
Oh, you just moved.
So super recent. Wow.
Yeah. And you're already working.
I am working at Seattle's #1 drag bar right now, and that's an amazing opportunity. I love the staff. Oh my god, like I can't fully explain. All I know is that I've been received with so much love and support already that I just feel so blessed. Like, how did I get this opportunity? I don't know. I think it's just having this positive mindset, being at the right place at the right time. And, like I'm a good person to work with business wise. Just like if you meet me, see me, like I would want to work with me because you have to have that good, positive attitude. If not, people will see through that. They'll be like, this queen obviously doesn't want to work or they don't care. I was hungry. I wanted to work. And I think they saw that. And when they started performing, they were not ready. And therefore, I think I definitely solidified my spot. And I'm just gonna slay it every single time because that's how grateful I am. It's like
yeah, I've always wanted to go to Seattle, but it never happened. So if I do
it's
go,
gonna happen. You're gonna come see my show.
I know, I want to see it.
And I will come to New York. Hey.
Yes, you have to.
Hey.
So what's MX?
MX is I believe it's been a long show running at Queer Bar even before pandemic. So now it's just a revamped cast of girls.
Okay.
I feel like the information I know so far is it's all brand new faces, maybe like a few that have been there since the beginning or the longest. And there's majority of us are all fresh faces to the scene and the cast. So I think it gives that much more excitement to come see the show. And it's such a good group of girls. Like I didn't expect it to go so well. I know that's very pessimistic, but I'm just, I'm being realistic because I'm from Hawaii and we have, I guess, more of this like outgoing thing. And I know I've heard some Seattle people are very like, they keep to themselves, but they are very friendly. But these girls are just like me and in their own kooky, crazy, campy way. They're beautiful inside and out. And they were just like amazing. And I'm just so like glad that I got to join a new sisterhood. Yeah, it's such a great opportunity.
We love hearing it. What is the biggest difference? I know you're new to the Seattle scene, but what do you think is the biggest difference between Hawaii and Seattle?
Drag-wise.
Drag-wise, yeah.
I haven't like really, I guess I haven't been here that long to see that big of a difference. All I can say is that, again, everyone has their own different kind of drag and what they bring to the table. I think Hawaii is just, it's a mixture of like old school, new school kind of drag, and everyone is trying to be a specific thing. And we only have so much places to perform and not too much, influences coming in and out besides Drag Race girls when they used to. So I think over here it's a little bit more, they're more camp, they're more artistic. To me, I'm just used to seeing so much more like fresh, fishy faces. I know a lot of people don't like fishy, but like, soft faces. Not too much difference because I think there's a lot of dancing queens here. There's a lot of artistic, funny queens here. Everyone gives a little bit of comedy, a little bit of dance, and the crowd just loves it. Yeah.
I was gonna ask how audiences are up in Seattle.
Oh, how audiences here? Oh my God. I mean, I think because it's just Pride and everyone's so excited. And then when Seattle just opened up last week, it was just crazy. The lines were out the door. Even after the show was done, I go outside and I'm like, the lines are going down the corner. I'm like, damn, Seattle is back.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't seen it, I just feel like, nature's healing.
Nature's healing. Drag queens are in pain.
Yeah, drag queens are in pain. I have a bruise. You guys can't see it on this podcast, but I have a big
I
ass
see
bruise.
it.
Oh, you
It's
poor
huge.
babe. You poor babe.
Oh,
my gosh.
boy.
It was
I have-
worth it.
I have corset marks all over my body, so I feel
know.
you. I feel you there.
Some of them caused by me, probably.
Most of them caused by Caitlin.
Yeah.
If you can't breathe, you're doing it right.
That's
I don't
correct.
want to feel my spleen ever.
There-
Skinny. No, I'm kidding. Mama needs some water, so I think it's time for some breaks.
Okay.
But we'll be right back with our usual shtick of our last round of questions. But we'll be right back, kids. Bye.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Wig, okay.
I am ready for my wig to go flying.
And we're back, kids. I'm real
Okay.
hydrated now. It's so hot out. I had to get some water. So
It's okay. What is the weather right now? I just want to see what it currently is. Oh, it's
I wanna say,
92.
like-
93.
I was 92. Oh, great. Love
93. What does it
Oh,
feel
no.
like? Feels like 99 degrees.
that. Love that for me.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
And in New
Um,
York, it's very like we don't have like trees and stuff here, so it's just
Yeah.
Oh,
It's what
God.
hell is.
We get a breeze every 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, we're in hell, but there's no Lil Nas X here. We're all
Yeah.
alone.
No, thank you.
Well, we're in our little last section, which is my favorite section because Caitlin lets me talk.
That's right.
Oh, no.
I know. So Caitlin likes to ask these questions,
No, you can ask. I
Um,
don't care.
but I'll do it. Do you think you'll ever be on Drag Race?
You know what? We don't know the future, but
Hey.
Would you
I-
want to be on Drag Race?
would I want to be on Drag Race? Of course. I mean, it's a great platform to be on. I think if you show what you need to show and the producers choose you, then it's your time. But it doesn't hurt to try. For anyone that's out there and thinking of not trying, just put in a video. Just make sure you get it in on time and
Mhm.
hope for the best, I guess.
You'd be perfect for the show.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I definitely will fight for the title.
Yeah.
I will showcase the best that I've come up with so far. And again, still there's always room to grow. And I love constructive criticism.
Mhm.
It only makes you better. So
That's right.
Yeah. See.
So do you have any future projects coming up?
Oh, I can't say. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
So
Is
you're
this
on
the
Drag
announcement
Race.
to your announcement?
Except
Coming
they all just came back, by the way, in case anyone wants to know about what's going on with the next season.
Mhm. Yeah. Coming to a bar near you. No, I'm kidding. Actually, that would have been like my perfect plan, was just to put myself out there and visit, well, starting on the West Coast, obviously.
Yeah.
Just make my way down to SoCal and then soon to the East Coast, just to see, maybe like I have the time right now, and I think I should again take the opportunity, but plan it wisely, of course. And yeah, just hustle, girl. Hustle around this nation, get my name out there. I'm not a huge pageant girl, but if I ever wanted to be a star in my own, I'm gonna have to make myself a star
That's
and
right.
put in the effort.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A wise queen once told me that you gotta hustle.
That
You gotta
answers our
hustle.
next question.
does.
So our next question is, what's the best advice you've been given in drag?
Okay, well, there it is. It's like, if you really want to make it in the drag scene, you have to put in the work. And by work, I mean, put yourself out there, hustle, do the work to refine yourself so that you're a much more elevated version every single time. Listen to others' constructive criticism, be open to it as well. Because if you're not then you're just gonna be where you're at, and that's really sad. I tell this to all my drag kids too, like those who want to continue doing drag. It's like, just tap into that creative ideas in your head and just paint it on your face or make that outfit or go put yourself out there. And they're doing well so far.
Where are your kids?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Okay. Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
we
know
don't-
you had kids.
I do. I have a few that are currently still doing drag or in their own way. So there's Hazelnut Flava. She is on the Big Island right now from Waimea. So you can find her on my social media account. But she was kind of one of my first, well, technically my second drag child. And also one of my best friends, because when I started drag, she barely was into the scene and kind of just grew from there. We grew with each other. And we were just always there for one another. And I gave her a lot of shit, but at the same time, I learned a lot of shit. So yeah, and she makes a lot of the costumes that I wear. So I tag her in them, and I'm so proud that she's also talented in that sense. And she does amazing work as well, like makeup. Her makeup has definitely improved, and I'm always on her case about it.
That's a good mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's kind of like the baby. She, her name is Honey Flava, like honey Flava. Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
So obviously, all my babies are flavors.
Yes.
Yeah, there's hazelnut and there's honey. So she just recently came out as trans. I'm a proud mama for that, and you know, I think she's always had a beautiful soul and such lively spirit. I had to just support that. I had to push her in the right direction, keep her, you know, like in check, and just keep updated with her life so that I know she hasn't lost that spark, because I can see it. I can see a little bit of me in her, but she's gonna go her own way. So catch her at Scarlet Honolulu on the weekends. She's performing there. There's a few who don't do it unless I put them in drag. Some I lost touch with, but you know, life goes on. But there's another baby. She is currently in North Carolina. Her name is very interesting. It's like sausage, but it's Za Sage, because she likes, you know, she's very spiritual and stuff. Because she's like thick and meaty. She's one of those thick and meaty queens. She's very beautiful too. So if you guys ever saw my stories, she's definitely on there and gorgeous. She's in North Carolina somewhere. I forget.
No one knows.
No one knows. But yeah, there's a few that I say at least I can share the same passion and, you know, encourage them, support them, and we're all doing it, you know, in our own way.
That's amazing.
House of Flava. I love.
What would your Flava name be, Martyr?
Oh my.
Popper, Flava.
No. Salty flavor.
Flava.
Yeah.
I'm white, so it'd just be like bland Flava.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a bitter Betty, so like I think salty.
Like salt and then tea.
Tea, yeah, salty flavor. Yeah. I like the emphasis on the names, like hazelnut and then like honey and then caramel. Yeah, I like that. That's cute.
And sausage. I didn't realize they did it that way. I just thought of the name, like I think that would sound cute.
I like it.
And they're all pretty boys, except Honey. Now she's a beautiful trans girl, but like they're all pretty boys and they're all beautiful drag queens. I was like, I think that's something different.
Being beautiful.
Being beautiful in our own way.
They have to be beautiful to be a Flava.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's time for my question.
I let you have other questions this episode.
I know.
Your favorite question.
This is my question. CaraMel. Can you give us a story of a time in nightlife that shocked you, that awed you, that you always think about, and a story that you tell to anybody that just leaves an impression in your mind? Give us something juicy. Give us something scandalous.
Oh my gosh.
So much pressure.
I mean, no, I mean, it's not pressure, but the first thing that automatically comes to my mind has been burned in my mind. I cannot, for the life of me, get it out.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Traumatizing, yet very interesting to know that a queen who was booked at Scarlet years ago, she took an enema bag out of her, I don't know, her back pocket or her pants.
Mhm.
And she douched herself on stage in front of everyone. And
Was it Willem?
Yeah.
I knew it. I've seen her do it.
I was like, what the fuck? Can I say it? Sorry, can I say that?
Yeah, you can swear.
We're explicit reading.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, what did I just witness? And how and why? And oh my God, that's it. Those are my words. I can't get out of my head. I can't. It's still number one in my list.
We've
How
had so
does
many.
the audience react to that?
They were
Did they know what was happening? Because when I saw it, it was Willem did it in front of a lot of straight women, so they didn't really understand what was happening.
I think a lot of the gays, the bottoms that know what that looked like, and the fact that that bag went empty after a while, they were like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, but don't touch the bag.
Don't touch the floor.
Don't touch Willem.
Don't touch Willem.
No, she was fun though. Like when I met her, that was crazy.
She's insane. I love her dearly.
She was so sweet though when I met her. I was like, you're crazy, but you're fun. You're fun.
We've had so many shit stories on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's drag queens and shit. Something attracts us. I don't know.
It happens. It
happens.
The gays, TM.
The gays, TM.
The gays.
Yeah.
That's my number one. Forever and always, I think.
Yeah.
I love.
Same. It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Okay. So our last question is, where do you want to take your drag in the future?
Oh, I want to take my drag around the world. I think if I just network with the right people and plan ahead and invest in like other like amazing outfits that I can just alternate, then I want the world to see what I can offer, even if it's on a TV show or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can make that happen.
Oh
so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of planning.
Just hearing your story though and your history, it sounds like you can do anything, honestly.
Yeah.
So
I think I've done everything I wanted to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've said it's almost like I manifested it myself, really.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
did.
I saw a drag queen, I wanted to be a drag queen. And then I saw my friend win a pageant, I won a pageant.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on that stage and run shows, and I did it. And now I'm here in Seattle. So sky's the limit, guys. That's why like that advice that I gave, like you want to put yourself out there, you go. Put yourself out there. Make connections. Yeah.
And be nice.
And be nice.
Yes. I think also not just being nice, but also be very grateful for where you come from, how far you've come.
Mm-hmm.
And just share that beautiful spirit, that side of everyone's personality, because I know we all had it, you know. This world has done damage to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you think back to when you were children, there was no animosity, there was no any of that shady business, you know. The world taught us to just survive and defend ourselves, but when you just remember like how happy we were, like we can still be that way, but by doing what we love doing. I'm just gonna sprinkle glitter all over the world.
Yes.
Laced with THC. Everyone be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Party.
Well, in the meantime, where can the kids find you on the social media?
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at caramel.flava with the A at the end. Same thing goes for Instagram. Well, it's caramel_hi. And Facebook is facebook.com/caramel808. Like with an O letter.
O letter.
I'm so
Lovely.
confusing, but I'm also on TikTok. So
Look at
Ah,
you, social media queen over here.
I
yeah.
have to be, right? So
Yeah.
that TikTok is caramel.flava as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did start a YouTube series
Oh.
that I have not updated because life just happened and I started performing. So I need to definitely find time to record more content. And it's just basic knowledge, just things that I want to share with people, mixed from the hair industry to drag. I'm slowly getting into that. So far, I've done facial products that I love and hair products. So next would be makeup for sure.
Oh my God,
stay
I need to
tuned.
Love, love,
follow
love.
this.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm like,
please.
let me look this up now. I need all the help I could get.
And I'm totally open for input too. Like anything anyone wants to talk about, I can definitely share. Like a basic makeup tip or a specific, I don't know, hair care product. I'm willing to just share the knowledge that I've learned over the years. So I know it's gonna help someone.
I'm looking
I
at
love
it
this.
now.
I
So
love this
cute.
positive attitude. We need more of that.
You need more
in
of it,
general.
Martyr.
I mean, yes, I need more.
I was
of
like,
it,
this
but
is like the complete opposite of you.
but everybody needs more of it, bitch.
I
No,
agree.
well, when I can give it, I'm definitely here for it. But like everybody, I need some downtime so I can recharge and just like share what I can, really.
Yeah, I know. I love this self-care talk too, because that's so important, especially after
Yeah.
Pride. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Oh,
Pride
I
in New
can't
York
feel my
was like
toes.
crazy.
So I hope you get your full body massage.
Oh,
very
I
soon.
will.
You need it. I think we all
Yeah.
need it.
And if anyone wants to Venmo me because they love what I do, you can also Venmo me.
What's your Venmo?
Oh shoot, I think it's it's caramel flavor. Yeah. It's just
Love.
caramel flavor.
Oh, no dots or anything.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well,
There might
thank you so much, babe, for coming on
Yay,
a
I'm
little
so
show.
excited to have you on.
yes, I was thrilled when you messaged me. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I want to. I mean, I want to talk to people.
Yeah. I think we
Thank
all
you for
do.
having me. Yeah.
Of course.
Of
Thank you.
course. It's been such a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm
Always.
Martyr.
I'm C.Tepper.
And this was Wigging Up. We have to be quieter now so we don't break the sound barrier.
I know we always break our mics, so we don't really scream anymore.
I know. But bye, kids.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm C.Tepper. You can follow me on Instagram at CTEPPER and read my book, The State of Drag, where I interviewed 175 drag queens from around the world. All proceeds go to charity on Amazon.com.
Ooh, I love that. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Drag the Martyr. And if you have any thoughts, comments, dick pics, send them to dragthemartyr@gmail.com.
Listen, rate, and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Pandora.
And catch up with past episodes on WERRRK.com. That's WERRRK.com. Artwork for Wigging Out was provided by Glitter Baby Online. That's Glitter Baby Online. Thank you.